What is up, guys? Had to go live to just party with you guys because Zebec is going crazy. It's going wild out here, right? So, why did this happen and what's next? Okay? Why did it happen and what's next? Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about it. But first, as always, cue my guy, Indigo Saint. Let's get it. Boom.
Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue Investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer? Best believe it was Blackrue Investing. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifested. So we binge on our Blackrue Investing. Best believe it was Blackrue Investing. That course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that Blackrue Investing. Best believe it was Blackrue Investing.
What is up, crypto warriors? What is up, Blackrue crew? Time to hit you with a little commercial from the DCENT Wallet. Let's get it going here. Bam.
Your crypto deserves the best protection. So why settle for less? DCENT Crypto Wallet isn't just another wallet. It's safe, secure, easy to use, and supports your favorite cryptocurrencies all at the touch of a button. And now with my exclusive link, you'll save $30 on your new wallet. Better security, smarter investing, $30 in your pocket. Click on the link now and secure your better security today.
$30 for one wallet, $99 saved for two wallets. It's a way to help the channel and help yourself by giving yourself cold storage, which you can use to store your Zebec. Okay, so let's just share the screen right quick, and we'll just take it from there. Absolutely crazy meteoric rise to over what 448.00048, and finally calming down a little bit, right? Now, where can it go from here, man? It's really high on the RSI, both of them, right? Could it continue? I mean, it has had a couple little like minuscule pullbacks along the way. If we go kind of down into the charts and look at different little, 45-minute chart, you can see up and pull back, little tiny pullback here, and finally after going real ham and getting into the green area, it finally pulled back. It might pull back to this part here, which is like 3.7. If it pulls back to the 3.7 area and then continues, that'll be really good, right? So crazy run for it, kind of similar to the run it had here, XEN, the run that XEN had, but it's almost skipping steps, to be honest with you, because if we go look at XEN, it had a similar run. Okay, I'm gonna have to go for the day chart for this. All right, let's just do this. There we go. Okay, you can see down here, right, when it was down in this area, it first ran to 3, then pulled back, right? So it went from triple zeros to 3 and then back, before months later it went to 4 and pulled back, right? Now I don't know that we have this type of pullback with Zebec where it gets back into the 10014 area. I don't know about all of that. Um because we still have an airdrop announcement coming, right? airdrop has not been officially announced yet. We still have if Ripple buys Circle, right? Then Ripple will own Circle. I think for the market wise, that'll be viewed as good for Zebec because now they'll be directly connected to Ripple. And then I think we see Zebec go even higher after that, right? And then we got the capital gains tax. So we got about three things: airdrop, capital gains tax, Ripple buying Circle, that could push it even higher. Okay. And there are probably some other things like them having a spaces with Ripple, them officially announcing a Ripple partnership, them having, extra spaces with Stellar. Somebody gets a Zebec card that we would really like a Scale or, some other company or what have you. This is where I see this is what's happening next, right? But definitely, I think the 5 cent mark that I told you guys about is within range here. It is coming. It's seeming to very much come here. Okay, so what happened? Okay, what happened? And as you guys go ahead and pile in, we'll definitely get to the questions, towards the end like we normally do. I'm trying to stream on StreamYard this time. We'll see how this goes. Usually I use Restream, and I'm on both my network and the general and the crypto network at the same time. So I'm gonna, keep doing that, but also I'm gonna go on StreamYard sometimes too. So yeah. So keep piling in. If you guys have any questions, just go ahead and put it on the side here. Kevin Rush, John Kevin Rush, I'll tell you about the airdrop we're referring to in just a second here. So we'll get to all of that. But yeah, so now what do I think happened? And I was talking to someone, shout out to Mike Cornwell. We were talking about this a little bit privately. There are some XRP outflows, right? And perhaps some of those XRP outflows went into Zebec. Now I know there are people around, right? Different TikTok people are talking about if you missed XRP, go to Zebec, and it kind of like we know a creator that says stuff like this. Like we know a creator that'll say stuff like, well, XCN or XRP investors are moving their stuff over to they're moving their stuff over to Zebec, or Swift investors are moving their stuff over to XCN. We know people that say stuff like that, right? But in this case, I think this is kind of the TikTokification, if you will, of the world, in which people are like, well, if you miss Zebec, go to this. And people, they get that and they move their money from XRP and they move it into XCN. And that's a lot of what I think happened, because different creators are talking about this on TikTok and Instagram. And, people hearing just, the little 1 minute blurb, they're thinking, okay, well, let me move my stuff from XRP over to XCN. Now, I just want to be clear. I am not suggesting that people do that. I am invested in both. I haven't moved a cent of my XRP over to ZBCN. I believe in both projects. In fact, I've shown you that both projects share investors. Okay, so in that sense, I think they're built to work together or in tandem with one another. They're not competitors. They're not meant to step on each other's toes, even though people keep making the comparison. Oh, if you miss XRP, go into Zebec. Or, even Dr. Martin on the last Zebec Spaces said, what did he say? He said, Zebec is what XRP would have been if it didn't have all these breaks put on it, if it didn't have all of these financial whatever's put on it. Okay, so even people in the business are making kind of the comparison, right? But I think a lot of reason that Dr. Martin and different things are making a comparison is because they hear what we as a community are saying, so they're only echoing what we as a community are saying, right? And of course, Simon came on and said, "Hey, I respect Ripple. We're gonna have like, you know, I'm not giving you all the details yet, but we're going to have a partnership with Ripple." And we do know for all you newbies here, the whole little quote unquote scandal thing that happened with Right Rock, it wasn't a scandal, just a miscommunication. But we do know from that, shout out to Blue Collar Crypto, we do know from that Zebec works with the XRP ledger. They just haven't announced it yet. Okay. And Simon, the CEO of Zebec, alluded to that in the first Zebec Spaces. He said, we work with 8 networks, soon to be 9. Okay. So, again, now what happens when Ripple buys Circle and different XRP hawks like Zach Rector, who's already been talking ZBCN? He then says, okay, well, now ZBCN, now that Circle's bought now that Ripple's bought Circle, guess what that's going to do for ZBCN? Or if some other XRP honk like Bearable Bull says something about ZBCN, or Abs from Good Morning Crypto, all guys who do great work, by the way. Shout out to Abs from Good Morning Crypto. Shout out to Bearable Bull. All like great content creators, by the way. If they start now getting aboard because Ripple bought Circle and Circle is a partner / investor of Zebec, imagine what that's going to do to price. Boom, right? Boom, straight up. And shout out to Crypto Future, right? Because bro, I was getting the thumbnail ready. Zebec is going crazy, and I saw bro had went live like literally like 10 minutes before me. We're a Crypto Future fan out here, so shout out to Crypto Future. But you know, I was getting that thumbnail ready right before I saw he was going live, and I was just like, fuck it. Or excuse me, y'all. Forget it. I've already, we were already getting the thumbnail ready. We just gonna roll with it. So shout out to Crypto Future. He's probably live right now too. So yeah. Let's get over here. So let me see what you guys have to say in the comments before we go on here. And yeah, I would love to see what you guys have to say. But I have a couple other things I want to say on this issue. Let me go put something on the screen for us. While I stop sharing and go to a different screen here. Okay, let's get into the comments. Les Square, New Jersey in the house. Victory 2023. Kentucky here. Charlie J, let's freaking go. Zebec. Pharmacopoeia. What's up? I'm speechless at this point, but let's get it. Joey, what's up, brother? Ruel all day. Super Baldwin. 400% up until now. From Pharmacopoeia. And it just keeps performing past all expectations. I'm so happy to build this fellowship. Yazid, Yair Bay in the house. What's up, brother? Let's go. Congrats to the Zebec family. Yes, wild. Kev King, what's up? Ruel, Zebec on fire, 100%. Zebecers rock. Hop-tard in the house. What's up? E, our moderator in our Telegram. What's up, E? What up, Ruel and fam? We up. We up. What airdrop am I referring to? So if you check out the last spaces that Zebec did with Uphold, they mentioned there will be a airdrop on Uphold. Okay. So they haven't officially announced it, but he told us the details will be coming in June. So if you want some more information about that, I did an entire show going over the airdrop. Okay. So back and Uphold Twitter Spaces reaction did a whole entire show on it. Okay. And you know, you can get it from the CEO's mouth where he says something about, you know, an airdrop. So we won't play it right now, but you can just go over there and check that out. Not CEO, the COO, the Chief Operating Officer. Sam is the CEO. So, what's up, Prospector? Good morning. Good morning. Phantom Beat. Run, Zebec, run. Crypto Dre, you got a price prediction? Yes, 5 to 10 cents. Jago Gaming, Zebec Army, let's go. And believe me, this was 2 days ago. I told people, I said it. I said, now that there's an airdrop announced, watch what happens to the price. Watch what happens to the price. So, I mean, I wasn't, you know, I wasn't sugarcoating it. I directly came out and said that. Okay, so, and what was it? 2 days ago, where were we? We were at 0.0018. So we're up 2x from that. You know what I mean? So, woo. Woke up to my wallet melting from CBCN. What's up, Skills to the Max X? Ripple acquires Zebec. No, that's not gonna happen. I don't think they're looking to sell. I think they want certain people to have their own, you know, niches. Ripple has a lot that Ripple needs to handle, but Ripple may acquire Circle. Okay. That would be good for Ripple in that they would have more liquidity, because all of the liquidity that is inside of the Circle USDC, Ripple would now gain by purchasing them. And it's like all compliant and official in the way that it's compliant and official. I know there were some posts going around where they were saying, well, USDC is not compliant, but Ripple RL USD is compliant. Man, you can throw all of that crap out of the window. Circle USDC is a member of the World Economic Forum. Anything that's a member of the World Economic Forum, that's going to be that's majorly, quote unquote, compliant with the people who matter, right? So all of this other noise, you can just ignore. For me personally, you know, not financial advice. I'm not an economist. I'm not a financial advisor, but you gotta see through the lines a little bit. If you know who the World Economic Forum is, and you know what they do, and you know how they predicted things before they even happen, and you know the amount of companies and places that kind of bend the knee to the World Economic Forum, you know, if Circle's a member of the World Economic Forum, that means they're all right. like to put it into perspective, Monty Metzger of LCX, the CEO of the LCX, got an invitation to some event that Donald Trump was throwing, and he was like, you know what, Prez, I can't make it because I got to do something for the World Economic Forum. That's that's the power that the World Economic Forum has. That Monty Metzger, CEO of LCX, said, okay, President, U.S. President, I got to do this thing over here with the World Economic Forum. So you take a back seat to that. That's what the World Economic Forum is. That says all. That says it all right there. Steve finally made it to a live one in 5 months. Hats off to Ruel. Appreciate it, Steve. currently up 25K on my ZBCN. Yes, go skills to the max X. I love seeing that. I love seeing that. Coming from 30 years in HR and payroll, ZBCN is the shiznizzle for Rizzle out here. Appreciate that, Hop Tart. ZBCN is my retirement plan. Skills to the max. J3434. ZBCN will nah. Okay, okay, but let's address this. Let's not. We are not running from anything. ZBCN will collapse within 24 hours. Is a decent project 5 years out, but it's all FOMO right now. Could it be some FOMO? Yes, but it's more than a decent project. If you look at, definitely come over to my X where I have custom. Okay, now we gotta do the sharing of everything because I'm not gonna keep doing a share this thing. Mosey on over to my X where I have custom mind maps of all the things involving Zebec or Zebec, you know, tomato to me. Scroll all the way down here to the first one. That's the one that's most simple and best to start with. We know they have partnered with Ondo, got real world asset capability here with the USDY stablecoin that they have. It's a stablecoin that earns yield on its own, and that's based off of Zebec's quote unquote patented technology. We have not confirmed that, but we do believe that Sam Tapalia has a streaming payment patent, okay, which USDY is utilizing for real-time streaming of earning on that USDY stablecoin, and which Zebec is using to provide real-time payroll. Okay, we got Stellar with Circle USDC, which could be purchased by Ripple. We got cross-border remittances, payroll, payments. We got Visa and MasterCard on the payment side, both the black card, the silver card, and the carbon card, which we don't have here because it wasn't in existence when we made this. We got PayBridge, we got PGP, we got BlackRock, Blackstone, Payroll Services, which is what PayBridge and PGP purchased to, you know, give charter schools to do payment for charter schools. We got WageLink, which is compliant payroll using USDC. We got Japanese payroll, which I told you guys about many times. This is one of the first connections I made to XRP and Zebec. And then we got ADP advisors. Okay. So then if we go up here and we go to this one, we see it. We see for Zebec, we got Lisa Robbins. She's an advisor, ADP. We got George Steckert. He's an advisor, ADP. We got Lily Liu, advisor, president at Solana. And Solana is partnered with Visa. So is Zebec. We got their COO, Simon Babakani, which is he's a former advisor at Bain Capital. We got Stellar with all the different payment programs or payment apps and exchanges they support. Coinbase, Robinhood with Bitstamp, Alchemy Pay, Ripio, MoonPay, MoneyGram. I think that's Transact or Transit. All of these could be utilizing real world payment. All of these can utilize Zebec as far as like payroll is concerned. It's amazing. Then we got Zero Hash, which is going to help out with the whole compliance thing, with the whole payroll thing. And then we got Ondo, which we know BlackRock and Securitize are, you know, partnered with Ondo or like investors in Ondo. We know Securitize is partnered with SBI Group and Zero Hash again. So SBI Group, we know, is partnered with XRP. So we have all of these connections here. And oh, by the way, BlackRock owns 8.5% of ADP. BlackRock owns part of Paychex, the second biggest payroll company in the US, and they own Potter Ondo. And even though it's not on this list, BlackRock also earns part of Circle. Okay, so there's that too. And the recent mind map I just recently came out with, showing connections to Circle or Zebec and Scale. We got Circle, which BlackRock owns a part of, Fidelity owns a part of, Pantera Capital owns a part of. If you look at Epic Games, who is partnered with Scale, because Scale has games on the Epic Games Store. Epic Games is owned by BlackRock, Fidelity, Franklin Templeton, and Lightspeed. And who's Lightspeed? A partner or owner of Zebec and XRP. Who is Franklin Templeton? An owner of Stellar. Or a partner with Stellar. They're also part owner. Part of that partnership made them part owner. But anyway, Fidelity is here. BlackRock is here. Consensus is here. BlackRock also owns a part of Consensus, but Consensus is a partner with Scale. Okay, Winklevoss Capital is a partner with Scale, and we know Gemini is also a partner with Zebec. So there are a lot of Scale Zebec connections. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, you guys are seeing that. So I don't agree with this as far as it's gonna collapse in 24 hours. I don't agree with that at all. Hop tired. Oh, good one. Let's see here. Greetings, Professor Rue. What's up, Kenneth Roberts? Appreciate you. Hop tired. I worked with ADP software the past 10 years. There we go. Ricky Ricardo. Leader Captain says buying Zebec now is like going back in time and buying XRP and XLM sub penny. So see, a lot of people, it's not just the TikTok people. It's also Leader Captain, which I see a lot of my guys watch the Leader Captain person. I haven't really seen any of his videos, but I saw that you guys like him. So Shook Focus Digital, Rooted Truth. What up, Root Crew? Break all the buttons. Definitely check out our guy Shook Focus Digital. If you guys mosey on over to my channel here, you'll see that Shook is one of the channels I suggest to you guys. Of course, we got all our Zebec stuff. Zebec on fire right now. Zebel and Scale. Deal with my guy Maximus Crypto. Holy cow. Oh, that's a different thing. So we got Zebec and Zero Hash. We went really deep into that one. And of course we did the uphold call. But if you mosey right on down, you'll see Shook Focus Digital, Maximus Crypto, Mooniverse, Underdog Research Channel, Gentleman of Crypto, Crypto Future, Ronin Experience, Benzinga, One-on-One Media. Gotta love that, guys. So, do like I did, take your FOMO riches and run? Okay, no. I'm not sure why you're feeling like you're feeling like you need to FUD J3434. Your boy with the $2 super chat, Future Crew here, Zebec to the moon. Shout out to Crypto Future. We just got through shouting bro out. Jetpack Jo, what's up? Definitely check out Jetpack, guys. He gives some of the best Zebec tweets out here, guys. We go ahead. I'm sure if I look at okay, there we go. So here's Jetpack here. Definitely follow him if you haven't already. Some great Zebec tweets out here. See, yeah, this is the one guy that's talking about it on the IG and on the TikTok. Cavell Kayvon. So definitely, guys, I'm also on those platforms. I just don't talk about it that much, but I am on those platforms. So definitely, I think my name is either Blackrue or something close to Blackrue on TikTok and IG. So definitely follow me there if you haven't already. I put all my shorts out over there. Peace to Rue and the crew. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for coming through. What's up, the Crypto Crossroads Show? What's up, brother? Good call on ZBCN. Let's go. Let's go ahead and highlight my bros channel as well. Let's see here. Crypto Crossroads Show. Be on the lookout. It's going to be some content with me and the Crypto Crossroads Show coming very, very soon. Check out, bro. It's talking about Lightlink right now. So be on the lookout. There's going to be some content from him coming very, very soon. And trust, he's a member of our community as well. He's in the Patreon. He's in the Telegram. And trust me when I say this guy has good information. He's given me information on Swift and things in the past. So if you're just paying attention to the number of subscribers he has, understand he just started his channel 2 months ago. So, that doesn't mean anything about his information. Trust me on that. Okay, so definitely go give this guy a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Grace, let's go. Zebec, the new XRP. Everybody keeps pushing that new XRP button, bro. Hit the like and subscribe button. Definitely if you guys haven't already. Water Tank Tower Hawk. What a ride. This is why we are all in crypto. It would take 30 years for these percentage gains in the stock market. 100%. And in the stock market, right? How much would it cost you if we go back here to some of these mind maps? How much would it cost you for you to have a company that's connected to BlackRock? How much would it cost you to get into that company? I guarantee you it'd be more to get a share of that company on the stock market, right? Guaranteed it's going to be more than 0.0038 cents. I guarantee it's going to be more than that. Or a company like Lightspeed, or a company like Solana, or a company like Gemini, who is backed by the Winklevoss twins. Or a company that has ADP as a partner. Publicly traded company, ADP. How much would that cost on the stock market? Man, nobody's having a better time than us out here. But how much would that cost in the stock market? I'm here to tell you, it's going to be way more than under a cent. It's going to be way more than under a cent. They're already partnered with Fortune 500 companies. Okay, check out the ADP stock price if you do here. Let's see, ADP stock. Hold on, ADP stock price. I don't know why my okay, 320 right now. Where would you gauge to take some profits? Well, see, that's always hard to say because then it's like you're playing the game of, okay, am I going to take profits and then am I going to try to get back in? Or, that's always a really hard game to play. It's really a hard game to play because you don't know necessarily when something is going to swing it one way or the other. Um, you know, let's look at the chart. Let's close this up first because it seems to be taking a lot of memory. Let's close this one. Okay, let's take a look at the price in the chart. Trading view chart is just moving very slowly. There we go. Of course, on the RSI, we know it's really, really high right now. It's really, really high right now. But the thing to note is they said that the airdrop announcement will be coming sometime in June. Again, remember what I showed you guys with Korea. It ran the entire time. From the moment the airdrop was announced up until the airdrop. So Corium, the airdrop was announced sometime here. Then this was an uphold airdrop, by the way. So it's very apt. It's very correct for what we're talking about. Okay, yeah. So I was right. This is 21 cents. So it went from 21 cents all the way to 84 cents. So it did 4x, right? All that time. And it's like, okay, if you're trying to play a game, you would have had to get rid of it here, right? And then get back in here. But then what if you missed it? Like, it's just too, I'd rather just hold up until like right before the airdrop, right? And then try to take some profits. Then, you know, this is me personally. You do what's best for you. But, you know, I would personally, if I was going to try to play the whole get back in, get back out game, I would wait until right before the airdrop, and then I'd tell them to take some profit and try to get in after the airdrop. That would be the game I would play. So, because you can see here with Corium, after they made their airdrop, and of course, this is like around the bear market time, so things are a little bit different. You know what I mean? Do you really want to try to play that same game with Zebec? It's up to you if you want to try to play that game or not. But the way it's looking and lining up is that they're going to give us plenty of news. And people are already spreading this on TikTok. People are already spreading this on Instagram. They're going to give us plenty of reasons not to sell, more or less, right? And again, I've told you guys what my price target is 5 to 10 cents. So that's what it is, man. Hit the like button, family. Let's go. Ruel's the man. Appreciate it. Dave F. What's up, Rue and crew? Zebec is unreal. Let's freaking go. Let me get that NOIA clap. Wait a minute, bro. What's NOIA? I know what the NOI is. I don't know what the NOIA claps. Zebec Investor NOIAS Capital. We are on a heater. Yeah, we're on a big heater. What's up, E? I'm calling that out for CKJ, Blackrue Maximus Crypto collaboration. Hey man, if CKJ is down, I know Max will be down. So I'm down. I'm down for collaborating with somebody. I've seen this content. Bro does good content. I'm down. That would be a dope collab, E. Stump Rider, let's go. Zebec. What's up, K Lily? Appreciate you coming through. Jago Gaming. Zebec on the road to $1. Hit her all day. Wow, it's amazing to see my fourth Zebec live stream today. Crypto Mindset claimed today he's the only one that does Zebec live streams. Glad I'm not crazy. Who is Crypto Mindset? I don't even know who that is, bro. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy how people will act like they're the only one that does stuff, bro. Like certain content creators, they'll claim they're the first one to find it. They found it. They did it. Man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. that kills me when certain creators do that, bro. It kills me. Kills me when certain creators do that. Like somebody didn't tell you, you just found it. Or you weren't watching somebody else's content. Get out of here, bro. get all the way out. Kidney Crusher. Real Black, I was put onto your channel through Shook Focus. Love the info, my friend. Thank you. Appreciate it. See? And that's the great stuff about stuff, right? When content creators share your stuff, you share their stuff, it should be synergistic. It shouldn't be, oh well, I found it, I did it, everything, that whole garbage, man. Mic is low. Okay, let's see. We'll turn that up. Did I not? Okay, is mic better now? Okay, mic should be better now. Thank you. Yeah, you guys just have to let me know if the mic is low. I can fix that. Mr. DJ Gas, is mic better now? Mic should be better. Okay. Thanks for letting me know that, guys. It should be louder now. I like to talk into the mic, but sometimes I got the little I got the little muff on the mic here, so I don't like it visible in the scene. So I don't know, maybe I just need to move it forward. I mean, y'all, the most important thing is that you guys hear, right? But to have this muff all in my face like this, bro, it's not the right muff that I want in my face, if you know what I'm talking about. But for real. Oh, what's up, Kayvon? Yeah, we'll have to play your stuff, brother. Appreciate you coming through and dropping some knowledge, bro. That's I love it. I love it. We'll have to pay bro stuff here. We'll have to play his stuff here. Kayvon might be the one responsible for really spreading this around on TikTok, to be honest with you. Let's go ahead and where were we on our comments here? I saw him in the chat. I had to acknowledge him. Let me see here. Okay, there we go. Martes Marit Martes Marit. I'm not gonna say this right. Tuesday Ramirez. Martes Ramirez. Would moving Zebec to DCENT Wallet back to Uphold be a wise move for the airdrop? This is like if you really just want to be an extremely cautious person, like there's no reason why you can't just move it to Uphold right now, and once the airdrop happens, move it back to your cold storage. Because I mean that's what I did with the Corium airdrop. Let me go back to like an actual thing for you guys to look at here. 100%. Let me see. Okay, here we go. So yeah, that's what I did for the Corium airdrop. I took my XRP that was on cold storage. I put it on Uphold, and I think they do this too because they want to figure out how many people have this stuff, to be honest with you. And I think they take metrics on this stuff. Like they really want to see because you got to do KYC on Uphold to get on there, right? So I think they want to see how many people are holding what, right? But anyway, I moved my stuff from my cold storage wallet to Uphold, and Uphold, like, they sent me through it. So don't be surprised if Uphold says, "Whoa, okay, who is this? Why are you putting so much of this there? Where?" You know what I mean? So, and then when you take it off, they're also going to be like, "Okay, wait, why are you moving so much of this there? Are you sure you want to do that? Is it a scam?" Because I think they're making themselves, not liable if you're moving it to something that would happen to be a scam, right? But anyway, um, I think it's fine to move it now if you wanted to. Not financial advice, but of course, go through the precautions, make sure you got the right address and all of this stuff. You definitely don't want to try to move a whole bunch of it, have the wrong address, and be messed up. All of this stuff. And I know you might already know this, but I just want to say this just to be clear for everyone. So, and also, my mic should not be low anymore. Hopefully, yeah. La vida de Gambero. What's up? I'm on hold and state mines until the next bull run. And what's up, Charlie J? AJ009, ZBCN top 50 soon, 100%. Mr. Mac with the salute, appreciate it. William Koff, Elon in the wings with Visa. Oh, that would be nice. That would be nice. Charlie J, World Economic Forum ain't Trump voted their butts already. Ripple buying circle will be a blessing to get away from them. Okay, gotcha. Does anybody know the circulating supply that AMP had when it hit 12 cents? That's a good question. Hit her all day. That's a good question. That's a really good question. What's up, Ronin Experience? We just got through talking about you, brother. You're in my featured channels. Salute. Ruel created one of the best crypto communities out there, full of legends. Thank you, brother. Really appreciate that. What's up, Gunako Flow? Or Guanaco Flow? Guanaco Flow? Crypto Crossroads Show. Where else can you earn honest money outside of crypto? Exactly, right? Shout out to Ruel. Appreciate it, brother. Van Jacobs. So you think this could be this could go to 20 cents? Ooh, that's a good question. This bull run, no. That's gonna be kind of hard. Again, because we looked at this, right? If ZDCN is the market cap of Tau, which is for, this is out of date now. I gotta reload it. Okay, now it's in date. So Tau went down in market cap and ZCN went up in market cap. So if it's the market cap of Tau, right, which is now 3.822, it would be around 4.7 cents, right? So to ask it to go to 20 cents, right, at 315 million market cap, you would be asking it to go to, what would that be? That'd be like, okay, so if we're doing the quick math and we just say that this is 5, right? This is like 5 cents, and this was almost like 4 million. You'd be asking it to 4x from this to go to, it'll have to be 16 million. 16 billion, excuse me. 16 billion. So let's go ahead and play the market cap game right quick. And let's just do this right. So if we're gonna play the whole market cap game, right? Separating this from the same amount of coins argument with AMP, and we're just doing the market cap argument. This is the wrong one. Let's go coin. We'll find a market cap that kind of more lines up, if you will. That's way too bright. Okay. So Tron would be the closest one right now. So if we look at Tron's market cap, right? Let's take Tron and put it in here. Justin Sun's own Tron. So yep, Tron, because we don't have one that's at 16 billion. So from here it would have to 81x to get to 32 cents, right? Now if we go back and find one that's more towards the 4 million range, which I said 5 to 10 cents is where we can see ZBCN. We look at Pepe, right? Or actually, let's do Ave. Ave's good because it's at 4 million. Let's do Ave. Ave will probably put us around the 5 cents range. There we go. So, and that's only a 12, that's basically a 13x to 5 cents from where we are right now. And that's only 4 billion. So I think that's definitely doable. That's definitely doable. And that's just a 12x, okay? Or 13x, around 13x. I'm rounding up, 12.78. So there we go. There we go. But 20 cents would be, it would be a little hard for this bull run at least. For this bull run at least. XRP is the new Bitcoin, and Zebec is the next XRP. Ricky, I agree with that, fam. Wide up till $1. XPay is coming. Let's go, William Koff. Machine Guns, Paulie. Will it flip a zero overnight or what? Oh, man, that would be crazy to flip a zero overnight. Hey, it's possible, though. It's possible. Let's do that. Let's play that market cap game again. What would it have to do to flip a zero overnight? 1 billion, probably. Let's see. 1 billion. What's that? What's about at a billion? Let's see. XDC. So let's play the little market cap game again. We get to XDC. XDC's market cap. So yeah, pretty much. So it would just have to 3x. And it can flip a zero. 3x from here tonight, it flips a zero. Okay? So, crazy, but very possible. Very possible. Zebec. Charlie J. Zebec can't be XRP, but will be big. Let's break 0.005 today. Saw the airdrop listed on Zebec. Must hold at least 500 and connected to a Solana wallet. Okay, let's see if that's true, that they listed it. There are some scams out there, so be careful, guys. Be careful. See, our guy Blue Collar Crypto came out with something today, about 2 hours ago. Definitely check out his Twitter if you haven't already. He's a good follow. He's a really good follow. Let's see if we see Brother Kayvon stuff, and we'll play it. Let's see here. What were we looking for? I forgot what I was doing. Okay, airdrop. At the very least, I think we could go on to his X. He probably has it on his X. Okay, I haven't seen anything official, and I would stick to their site. I haven't seen them announce anything yet. So till I see something from either them or Uphold, Yeah, and until I see something from either them or Uphold, I'm hesitant to say that that's the right information. So where did you get this information from, Philip Mills? And you can just tell me. I'm not gonna click on any links or anything like that. Dropping these knowledge bombs. Thank you. Appreciate it. Zebecker's rule. Any thoughts on Swift? Still very, very high on Swift. If we go ahead and go again to my X, I did some connections to Swift and Zebec. Let me see. Bam. Well, that's a short I did. I thought that was a mind map. Excuse me. Now, bam. So Tim Draper, which we know is invested in Coinbase. Coinbase Ventures is invested in both Consensus and XLR, but just to get to Swift, which is who we're talking about. Tim Draper, of course, is invested in Draper Dragons. That's his thing. And Draper Dragons is invested in Swift. On the Nautilus chain that Zebec has, they have Swift as a partner. So Swift will benefit from anything that Zebec does as well. And remember, they're doing payroll not only in America, they're doing it around the world. So we also know that Shima Capital, which shout out to Underdog Research Channel, Shima Capital is one of those ones that is invested in MetaPath. MetaPath and Swift use the same technology. Shima Capital is an investor in Zebec. So I'm still very, very high on Swift, especially in the BRICS region. Swift is going to do some things for BRICS, both China, all of Asia, including like Russia. I think Swift is going to do a lot over there. Shook. There's no there's no way Zebec starts at 5 to 10 cents. It'll likely be between 75 cents to $1. But see, you're incorporating the next bull run. You're going to 27 to 28. When I say 5 to 10 cents, I'm only saying for this bull run. So like end of 2025, beginning of 2026. Okay? I'm only saying for this bull run. So keep in mind when I say that, I'm not saying, okay, it goes to 5 to 10 cents and stops. No, I'm just saying for like this bull run. And bro, let's go ahead and see if we can find your stuff and play it right quick. Let me do the other share here. That allows me to play sound. Present, share screen, and media post, and boom. Okay, let's see. I think you have your stuff on your X, I hope. Okay, yeah, we'll play it. We'll play it right now.
For somebody in the great, big, beautiful state of Texas, I have something.
Breaking news.
Okay, this video is going to be.
I can't play it because YouTube might ding me on the music, but and I freaking hate that. I almost slipped there. I freaking hate that. But definitely go and check out brother Kavan. He's up here spreading the good word about Zebec on I think it's TikTok here. So yeah, let me see if I can play this one.
Up 307% in the last month, right? And one of you guys just asked me a question.
It has music as well, but definitely check him out, bro. Share your contact information down there, bro, and hopefully people could and definitely check him out. He has a link tree here, so If you guys come over to his X, I don't know why I didn't click the notifications. If you guys come over here to his X, you can get his link tree and go check out what he's into. But he's up here spreading the good word here. He's spreading the good word here for us on Twitter and whatnot. And hey, the more the merrier. I'm here for anyone that can spread the good word as a back here. Let's see here. Yep. So check bro out. Solana chain, because around the time Solana was struggling with coming up with a utility case before Zebec, and they work on a lot of different chains other than Solana, by the way. Shout out to the Ronin Experience, aka Low Key Master of Mysticism, aka Doctor Strange, and the Blackrue crew, Crypto Illuminati. What's up, Scott Riviera Group? Longtime Patreon supporter, longtime supporter. Really appreciate you, brother. Also, Zebec supply is almost identical to XRP. Yep, and Zebec can more than likely trace XRP. Like I said, if XRP is really the only coin to go from 0.006 to like multiple dollars. And we discussed this. Times were different back when it did it, but who knows? Hey, maybe Zebec can do it even though times are different. Because back when XRP did it, it was it was 2017. It was kind of the only game in town. Like 2017, 2016, it was the only game in town, one of the only games in town. It definitely wasn't as many cryptocurrencies as it is right now. But it went from sub penny all the way to like $3-something. Man, that would be amazing. I would love that. I would love that. But for me, 5 to 10 cents is plenty. It's plenty. DBCN on. Let's go. Beeves, let's go. Zebec, pimping ain't easy. 100%. What's up, Yvonne? How you doing? Thanks, Ruel, for answering my concerns. Anytime. Like I really try not to bow away from concerns or duck and dodge concerns. And Zebec has also not ducked and dodged concerns, which I really applaud them for. I know a guy was out there talking about, hey, they're no longer with PayBridge, and then they brought PayBridge CEO on. Some like people were saying it was a couple different things, but that one I remember for sure. So shout out to Zebec. Rise or raise. I'm taking profits when Zebec hits $5. Let's go. XRP Rude Boy in the house. If you know, you know. Gerald Draper, the profits I'll be taking from staking Zebec. Better mindset. There you go. There you go, bro. Smart fella. Detroit 313. Salutations. Zeus, the German. Zeus, the King German Shepherd. $5, that'd be sweet. Christian Ildan. Real, I have to thank you, my man. You got me onto Zebec at 0.111 or 0.001, and now my 2 million shares is Volcano Green Lava. I'm glad to hear that, brother. I'm glad to hear it, brother. Like that's what we're here for, guys. We're here to share the journey, and I'm glad you were able to hop aboard. What's your opinion on the repackaging of XOR? Are you still bullish? I have to do a show on that. Everything that I'm seeing about XOR or Sora, it looks pretty good. However, it lost so much value, like so much value, that it's a bargain at where it is, but it's like a lotto ticket to me. Like it's like one of them lotto tickets where you like, okay, well, if I got $100 or $200, I don't mind losing. This is almost worth the risk of $100 or $200. Not financial advice, but XR Sora looks like a lotto ticket to me, and I'll have to do a show on it. I'll have to do a show on it. Pharmacopoeia. My price target is 42 cents. Okay, okay. Gerald Draper, might as well unite the Ninja Nation too. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Come to our Telegram for the 4 projects we're looking at, fam. I just posted them in the crypto section of the Telegram. Let's go. BSL pumping like MC Hammer on stage. That's so funny you mentioned that. I straight up got in. I was ready to somebody at work called MC Hammer a one-hit wonder, and I looked at them like they were stupid, bro. I'm like, do you know MC Hammer was like everything, like at one point in time, and this is for real. MC Hammer was like bigger than Michael Jackson at one point, bro. Like one hit wonder. Do you know this man has 2 platinum records? 2, not just 1, but 2. Get out of here, bro. I was heated, bro. I was heated. Recruit eats at the end of November, early December. 100%, Joey. Let's go. 100%. What do you guys think? MC Hammer, one hit wonder. That's the craziest thing I ever heard in my life, bro. I swear to God. DBCN Flames. How high do you think Zebec will reach once it's officially ISO compliant? See, that's another catalyst. See, all of these things, guys, are reasons why Zebec can continue. ISO compliance, zero capital gains tax for American cryptos, Circle or Ripple buying Circle, Stellar coming onto a Spaces, them getting more payroll money and them announcing more payroll money, all the buybacks that they're doing, so the currency is actually deflationary, and they announce, hey, we're getting so many payroll contracts, and that could be on you too, guys. If your company does ADP, right, you can go talk to Zebec, try to see if you can get them to talk to your company's ADP person and see if that's a fit, right? Don't you want to get paid instantly or like by the second? Like, don't you want real-time payments? So that's one of the reasons why I'm really excited, and I think we can get to 5 cents or more, like, kind of quickly. You're very welcome, brother. No problem. And we got people spreading the word. Everything is looking real bright right now, y'all. Fam, consider rolling some of them profits into physical or gold or silverback tokens, and we can also back in uranium, and yeah, I mean those are all considerations. And come over to the Telegram. It's now a paid experience for the Patreon people where we can discuss some of these things. Again, I'm not taking profit right now. My price target is 5 to 10 cents. Other people have listed other targets for themselves, like 42 cents is one I remember someone just mentioning here. But those are considerations. Of course, you can always do USDC for Uphold and Coinbase, where they give 4% interest, right? Just almost instantly. So all of these are considerations, but I'm not taking profit right now. That's not financial advice, but that's up to you guys. Jetpack giving some love to Uh, Cavell. Yep, Jetpacks out here. Jetpacks is another one who's out here sharing the wealth, sharing the word. Julia, do you think there's going to be a correction and/or another drop? Again, that's really hard to say, and the reason why I say that again is what I was sharing with you guys as far as Corium and how the Corium airdrop stuff went. You'll have to check out my show in which I went over the Zebec uphold call because I went kind of in depth on this. But I just want to show you guys this short term. So where was it? Right here. So they announced theirs December 22nd, and it went all the way up to here, right? And then they had a little pullback. But there's no guarantee with us right now with all the things that are happening in cryptocurrency. I just rather, for me personally, I rather not play the whole. Okay, I'm gonna try to get out here, and then I'm gonna jump back in here because you you don't necessarily know. You don't necessarily know. And if you look at it, if you just look at it over a totality, what happened was airdrop was announced, it went up, and then airdrop ended. Well, you could have just decided, okay, I bought here and I sold just before the airdrop. To me, that seems like something to do, and I waited for another bottom to get back in. That could be something to do. But again, remember, this was during a bear market. This was in 2023. So, do you really want to play this game? And then they announce, well, Ripple bought Circle. Or do you want to sell after the airdrop and they're like, okay, well, regulations are solved, and they're like, now we're in like most ADP products and like everybody's using us. I don't know. It's up to you guys if you want to play the whole game. If I were to play the game, it would be to try to sell right before the airdrop and get back in after. That would be the game that I would play. But I'm not suggesting you play that same game. Check the stock and commodity section for the Telegram for that info. Yep, thank you, E. All-time high is blown away. Zebec is the new XRP. Kev King, Real, can you talk some more about some timelines? Can we talk some more about timelines? Just your opinion, not financial advice. Yeah, for me, the timelines are the most immediate things that I want to see here is project. So we got this, and Jetpack has been like really great about sharing this, which is let's see, Jetpack. The Genius Act. Okay, this Genius Act is really. Let me see if I can share some of this stuff. Okay, yeah. So basically, the Genius Act is going to allow stablecoins to be used, like regulation for stablecoins. Okay, so it says for years the digital asset sector has operated in a regulatory gray zone, no clear definitions, no protections, and no trusted paths for institutions to participate. The Genius Act aims to fix that, starting with stablecoins. So once that happens, right? And here we go. Stablecoins are not hype, just infrastructure. Stablecoins are digital assets pegged to real world currencies, mostly US dollar. They're used to transfer money, make payments, and earn yield. Okay? Earn yield, what does that remind you of? Zebec and the USDY, right? You can earn yield with that stablecoin through Ondo using Zebec technology and using Zebec instant payment cards. So you could literally have this big sum on there in a stable coin, the USDY, which will be earning yield as you decide whatever the heck you want to do with it. If you want to go buy a house, because remember they're partnered with Propi, so you can put all the money for your house on that Zebec instant card and just let it earn interest on there. Just let it earn yield until you're ready to make a purchase. But yeah, the point here is once this Genius Act is passed, and taking into account this last bit of news here, this will open the door for regulations that makes things easier for cryptocurrency. So there's that. There's also zero capital gains tax on cryptocurrencies. I think things like this Genius Act also opens the door for that as well, because if we can now regulatory wise use the USDC as if it's a dollar, now, okay, now if cryptocurrency, or if companies get into cryptocurrencies and they know that they're not going to be taxed on it, they're not also going to be taxed on the yield. That would be my speculation, right? So now if they're earning yield in USDC or USDY, that's not taxed. Okay, so whoo, that would be another catalyst. Again, Circle or Ripple buying Circle, that's another one. They announced the actual details behind their Ripple partnership. Zebec does. That's one. There's additions to their partnership with Stellar. That's another one. Yeah, those are the biggies. Those are the biggies. Okay. ISO dates, yeah, the ISO dates too. I forgot all about that. So the ISO dates would be another one, which would be from 713. Remember, we kind of played with that yesterday when we were talking about the symbolism, right? And it came up that that Brad Garlinghouse tattoo. So 7/14/2025 is when ISO goes live here with like Fedwire, and then 11/22 is when it goes live worldwide. So there's so many things coming up as far as that goes. Like to play the whole I'm gonna sell now, get back in game might be a little hard to do, you know. Yeah, see, CKJ is the man. Philip Mills got back in April, took out my investment, gonna let it ride from here. Or Philip Mills. Delta Ghost 0, Stellar, and Zebec. Check. Francisco Diaz. I'm very happy buying 300K Zebec coins and uphold at the price of 0.00097. Let's go, bro. I'm loving it. Bobby T. What up? Zebec and Bank Social, Bullish Choices, yo, Rue. What's the next ZBC? So we can get ahead of it. Your guess? Well, of course that's for the patrons. But you know, I give them weekly watch list or bi-weekly watch list now. But of course ZBCN. But some things to look at. I'll just give you two because the actual list is for the patrons. I like Scale. I like Scale a lot. I just did the mind map on Scale. And of course, Dragon Chain, they just actually had a big drop, which is being soaked back up. But if you look at Dragon Chain and where Dragon Chain was before they got screwed over by the SEC, like if we go to the week chart, before Dragon Chain got screwed over from the SEC, XRP wasn't the only one. They were way up here, bro. Way up here. Let me see if I can get a better chart for Dragon. I think that's the best chart I'm going to get. But let's go over to something's beeping. What was that? ZBCN. Oh, yeah, but yeah. Let's keep going, bro. Let's keep going. Back to 0.0041. Let's go. Let's go. You go ahead and keep going there, ZBCN. Again, and remember, just wait. If Ripple buys Circle, and then Zebec, which we already know, right? We already know. If they come on here and say, okay, we work with the XRP Ledger, and you know, we're built to work with XRP, and we're already in Japan, working payroll, right? So we're built to work with XRP, and you know, we support it, and we love their network. Guess what? This is just gonna go bananas. It's gonna go bananas. So people are man. I mean, I don't even have enough words to get this, bro. To get where we're at with this now, bro. Oh man. See, let me stop sharing with that and share with the entire thing, because I'll be thinking I'm sharing something with you and I'm not. Present, share screen, entire screen. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's trying to go right back up, bro. Man alive, this is crazy. And thank you. Someone just bought a DCENT wallet. Very much appreciate it. It definitely helps the channel. One second, guys. Alrighty. Thank you, whoever you are who purchased a DCENT wallet. Links are in the description. But yeah, what were we talking about before it beeped? Before ZBCN beeped. We were talking about Dragon Chain. Let me go back here. Yeah, so before the SEC handicapped them, they were well over like multiple dollars. Let's bring them up on CryptoRank.io. This is the best one to do it with. And you know, my boy Dion, NYC Network, he's had on the CEO, and I'm gonna see if we can, you know, I'm gonna see what we can do about that. Low max supply, on, you know, not even 1 billion coins. So if this gets going, it could go quick. It could go quick. 23 million market cap right now. But the all-time high, something like $5. Something like $5. Where is it at here? Yeah, all-time high, January 8th, 2018, $5.27. So again, sitting at 6 cents, a bargain right now. Connections to Walt Disney Company. If you go to their X, you know, they say they're no longer connected to Disney. They say they're no longer connected to Disney, but they use language on their site as if they might still be connected to Disney, because they say Opinions do not reflect the position of the Walt Disney Company. You won't say that unless there's some sort of connection there. There would be no need. You would just say, "Oh, well, we're not connected to Disney anyway." So, you know what I mean? So, this is usually the boilerplate things that people say when they're connected to somebody, but they don't want you to like they don't want you to give that person some heat. Because like if somebody sued them, like, "Oh, you're part of the Disney company," well, we're not. We never been. But if you are actually a part of them, you have to say, well, our opinions don't reflect part of the Disney company, even though we might be related. Our opinions don't reflect them. So you see where I'm going with that. And Joe Dragon was very nice to have followed me, and I appreciate his follow. Shout out to you, Joe Dragon, uh, the CEO of Dragon Chain. That was really cool of him to follow me. One of a few CEOs who follow me. So shout out to him. I'm a real big fan of what they do over at Dragon Chain. They hold a lot of patents on loyalty rewards. So I'm really high on Dragon Chain. But yeah, they just had a little. I just keep forgetting what I'm saying. They just had this drop here, so I think it's a nice time to get in here. We go and look at the RSIs. The stochastic is way under, so it's way oversold. So it's time to be bought back up. And on the regular, it's not all the way down here yet, but it fell to the 200 EMA, so it's probably going to be soaked back up right now. No one will listen to me about Bank Social in March. It's up 500%. Jetty Beats, retirement incoming. Bobby T, I can't buy it. Magic Hat, Ruel, you're going down in history. Hey, man, I hope so. I hope so. Blue Raspberry Guy, there is no other ZBCN. This bull run, 55 cent from Bobby T. Jacobs, Bank Social is on Social Swap. You can also get Bank Social, I believe, on the hash pack, right? On the hash pack. I'm not gonna click on mine because I don't want my wallet to mistakenly come up. But on Hedera hash pack you can trade coins and get Bank Social. So I still have my Hedera and I'm not touching it. Just like I'm not touching my XRP. Rue put Shib's market cap. Oh, Shib's market cap. Let's do that. Sure, Bobby T, we can do that. Where is it? There it is. Okay. With Shiba's market cap, it would be at 10 cents, like 10.6 cents. Okay, which would be a 26x. So that's like 8.5 billion, which would be a 26x from here. Okay, so not too bad, not too bad. It'd be, how crazy it would be if it drops to zero tonight. You know how crazy that would be. And we still have all these different catalysts left. That it would drop a zero. That would be so like if it drops a zero tonight, I might have to say 15 cents, bro. I really might have to say 15 cents. Of my price target to 15 cents. But that would mean it had to drop a zero tonight, and we just already saw that would have to be 3x what it is right now to drop a zero tonight. So, like, y'all won't be able to contain me, bro. When I come on, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. Like, God, turn your mic down, Rue. Turn your mic down. Why are you yelling, bro? Why are you yelling? Oh God, that'll be the one time I'll have the turn your mic down comment. I'm sorry, y'all, but you're lowballing this project. Like, wow, Magic Cat, that's crazy, bro. Um, where's Saucer Swap? Okay, XRP did a 400x in less than a year, from under a penny to $3.84. And see, this is actually a good example, and like I said, it's the only example, right? It's the only example. XRP has the same amount of tokens as Zebec, so it's a good example. But again, when XRP did it, it was back in the day where there were only like 17 to 30 cryptocurrencies. But see, someone could make the argument that, okay, well, when XRP did it, like, only computer people were into cryptocurrency. Like, there were literally like 2 people that knew about cryptocurrency. So I mean, I'm trying to play devil's advocate on both sides, but that would be a true comment too, right? Because when XRP did it, there weren't that many people that knew about cryptocurrency, and there are a lot more that do now. So maybe it could go to $1, man. Maybe it could. And I'm like, I like Magic had said here, bro. I'm lowballing it. I'm lowballing it. But see, I'd rather be one of those people. Like, I appreciate y'all. Okay, I mean that, and I'd rather lowball to y'all than to come on here and be like, 1000x is going to $10 and something like that, and like not be real. You know what I mean? That would be disingenuous, and that would not be what I would be. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not holding to $10, because the people that come on and be like, okay, it's going to $10, they're selling it $1. Okay, if they're saying it's going to 10, they're selling at $1. They're not being real with you. They're not being real with you at all. Okay, so some of the people that say stuff like that, but honestly, when people give me good arguments like this with the XRP, where is it at? Okay, yeah, it's on there right now. Yeah, when XRP did it, there were less cryptos, but there were also less people in cryptocurrency. So I can be flexible in my thought if someone gives me something that's a good point. We out here, fam. Anticipation is in our hands. Doom and Lord, what's up, Doom and Lord? I think we all underestimate the velocity of this project and its features. I could see 40 cents or more from here, right? And what did we just see that could be like 40 cents? It was God, what did we just put in for that? Was it Pepe? I think it. No, I don't know. Let me see. Well, let's see. Where's Pepe? Is that the right Pepe? Okay, yeah. So 5.8 billion. There was something that we saw that was bigger than this. That, what did I use? Was it Ave? Tron. It was Tron. So if it got up to like basically 25.6 mil market cap. Tron, yeah. $0.31. 31 cents. Okay. Hey, why not, man? Why not? Well, why not? But understand that to do that, it would have to go. It had to have 75 more like 75 times the money it has in it now, it would have to have in it to go to this. It would have to have 75 times. Okay, so that's a could it over time possibly? Hey, who knows? But at least where were we? What was it? Ave? I think it was Ave. Here to Ave, like almost 5 cents. That's only a 12x away. That's only a 12x away, which is crazy to think about that right now. That's only a 12x away. But remember, like this was, and thank you to all you guys who are in the chat. We were talking about this at 0.0007. We were talking about this at 000, guys. Okay, we were talking about this at 000. So keep that in mind. We were talking about it at 000. There's a beat. Did Zebec go past something else here? Well, yes, it did. Well, yes, it did. Well, yes, it did. You go ahead, Zebec. You go ahead, Zebec. Zebec. You go ahead and go, bro. You just keep going. Oh man, that's crazy. This is crazy. This is craziness. Lord Zero, cool. I don't see the link. I don't see where to link a wallet and uphold. Only transfer my record. I guess I'll just move it back until for the airdrop and then move it out after. Yeah, I don't know that you can link a wallet on uphold. I'm not sure that you can do that. Stefan, I don't know how to say your last name, Stefan, so I'm not gonna butcher it. But I'll say Stefan. Yo, I believe you just hold Zebec card to receive airdrop rewards going off their website. No. I don't think that's correct because they're doing it with uphold, and if they're doing it with uphold, you need to have your money on uphold to receive the airdrop. But actually, Stefan, now that you say that, they could do something where they airdropped to Zebec card people. That could be a possibility because when they do these airdrops, sometimes, well, they'll say, okay, well, Coinbase, well, anybody, I'm saying like Coinbase, but anybody who, like, their different exchanges might participate, right? Like, okay, so Uphold is participating in the Zebec airdrop. Caleb and Brown, shout out to Caleb and Brown. If you want to buy some Zebec, you can go on Caleb and Brown and buy it. They're one of the partners we have, affiliate partners we have on the channel. Caleb and Brown delivers a personalized premium service to crypto trading. Each customer gets their own dedicated broker to contact at any time, getting the latest insights on crypto trends and guidance when you need it. I highly recommend Caleb and Brown. Definitely, guys, open your account on there today. I can see that already over 15 of you have done this. Very much appreciated, for doing something that you were going to do anyway, which is buy Zebec. You can support the channel by opening an account at Caleb and Brown. So maybe Caleb and Brown participates. Maybe where else can you buy Zebec? Jupiter protocol on Solana, the Jupiter decentralized exchange. They'll say all the people that are gonna participate in the airdrop. So maybe back to Stefan's comment, maybe other places might participate. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Also here in Melbourne, did I say that right? We have a lady that's Australian in at my job. Also here in Melbourne, a magistrate ruled that Bitcoin is cash, therefore can't be taxed. Oh yeah, I remember you saying this before last show, Newman Lord. And thanks for coming back for another show, by the way. Appreciate you, brother. Hopefully you're liked and subscribed as well. This action will spark interest in the investment world, not just in Australia, but around the world. Rude Boy, what's up? X stock by Kraken on Solana, real time streaming 24/7. Anyone take profits? Stefan Plus. Forget the fees and hassle of centralized exchanges. I just buy ZBCN via Jupiter Dex. See, that's what I was talking about, Jupiter Dex. On Phantom Wallet or any other Solana wallet. See, that's also an option. I have some on Solana. I have some on Jupiter. I have some on Uphold. I have some on Caleb and Brown. I have some on my DCENT wallet. I have Zebec a lot of places, bro. A lot of places. And generally I do that. I don't keep my funds all in one place. What do you think about the price will fall back down after the bull run? Almost all prices fall after the bull run. But this has been a weird cycle in that it has not gone the way that anyone thought it would. So yeah, at some point we're gonna have a cold streak where Bitcoin's probably not will Bitcoin goes down, but at some point here, Bitcoin is gonna settle at being above 100 and something K. At some point, that's gonna happen. When will that be? I'm not sure, but maybe it's now. Maybe after this, Bitcoin never goes below 100K. That's gonna be crazy to think about, but maybe we're here. Rheumatic went from cents to dollars in 2021. Yes, indeed. Had to go to Zebec itself. Is it true that Walmart, Amazon, and the likes will be using ZBCN's payroll setup in the future? It's possible. It's possible. Amazon has deep ties to, you know, all of these companies. BlackRock has a piece of them, and we've already detailed how BlackRock is connected via Circle, is connected via ADP. All these things could possibly use ZBCN, but until like crypto regulation is fully in place, we can't say one way or the other. I think that Lightwing will be the next Matic. Currently at a penny, it'll probably go to 30 cents. Let's go. At $1, I'm retiring. What's up, Marcus Grimond? Rue, you think XRP can do what Zebec is doing this bull run? Or XPR, excuse me. XPR is another sleeper. Actually, somebody asked me a question of what could be the next Zebec. Maybe XPR. XPR is such a sleeper out there. Is such a sleeper out there. Like, it's just gonna take somebody pushing XPR, like they're pushing Zebec, but it was sold for a long time under 0.0003. This could be the next one, and this has already gone over a cent. Last bull run, it was 5 cents. This could definitely be one of the ones, right? But you know, this is also a very, very great bargain under a penny. Everyone should keep a long bag of this. What's up, D Man? 85, 10 cents on retirement. What's up, Carl MJ 16? Is that Moreno? I'm not sure what you mean. Is that Moreno? I don't know. Crypto Crossroad Show, thanks for the shout out, Root. 10 toes down. Rue Crew, let's go. Never mind. Uh, BSL, Bank Social has been having a good pump recently. What's up, Brandon? BSL up 500% on a 14-day. That's crazy. Yeah, BSL is killing it. Nah, MC Hammer isn't a one-hit wonder. We finally got to that part. Oh man, I'm really behind on these comments. Yeah, he definitely wasn't a one-hit wonder, bro. I'm telling you. Exactly, bro. And they compared him to Vanilla Ice. I was like the kid in me that like watched the Hammerman cartoon and like, oh bro, like I was flabbergasted, bro. And I work in tech. So you understand the people that work in tech, right? And I'm like, what are you talking about? There's no way in hell MC Hammer's a one hit wonder. Like I was heated, bro. Heated, bro. I kid you not. I was so heated, bro. Yeah. He was a gangster for 100%. He was a gangster. He toned it down for his like, so he was more marketable. Like literally, at one time he was more popular than Michael Jackson, bro. But I was heated. I was heated. Um, um, Rose, if possible, I have more volume. I have problems hearing you. Thank you. Easy money with the technical analysis. Salute. What's up, Natala Natwali, the Muskegon aristocrat? I appreciate you coming through. Let me say that again. Not Wally, the Muskegon aristocrat. Let's go. What's up, Crypto Addiction? What's up, Maddie Ghost? Easy money with technical analysis. Maddie broke the 0.0017s, then broke past the trend at the 0.0018. Tag team back again. Whoop, there it is. Your volume is low. You have to turn it up way low, high. Let me see. I turned up the volume. I hope you guys got the volume being up. I can see StreamYard. It makes me think I'm at the end of my comments, but I'm not. So I turned up the volume a lot, guys. You should be able to hear it. Let me know if you can hear it. Please let me know if you can hear it, because I turned it up. I moved the mic closer. Volume should be better now. Let's see. Move back up here. Level playing field will be a game changer. Glad I got at least 200K. Let's go, Gerald. Jokes. Rue, what's your take on Messier M87 coin? I think it can do a 50x or more this cycle. I have to take a look at that. I haven't heard of Messier 780 or M87. I know Mark Messier was a good New York Rangers player for a while. Okay. I locked in profits weekly and daily charts overbought. Fuck that noise. Get your cheeks while I'm doing that. Volume. Okay, I think I turned up the volume. I hope to see that the volume is solved when I get to the lower comments. Stochastic RSI in the 90s. I'm writing freebies. If you understand technical analysis, you get wrecked. You YouTubers don't understand how to read charts. Hey Maddie, show us how to read charts. I'm open to someone to giving me a better way to read charts. But I just said, I told people, and I said it. I know that we're high on our RSI, and I don't know if you were here for the entire show. That was one of the things that I led with, actually. is that we're high on the RSI, the stochastic and the just normal one. But yet and still, right? Here we are. We're still climbing. We're still climbing. So, you know what I mean? Like, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? It's steaming. It's steaming on the stochastic. Like it's way, 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 way overbought. But yet here we are. We're still just going and going and going. You know? So this is new charted territory. I don't think that there's ever been this much like solid quote unquote hype behind something that's actually tangible and not, oh, fur coin. It's a culture. It's a, you know what I mean? Oh, it's fun. It's a fun JPEG. I don't know what, you know what I mean? Like but let's just continue here. Let's go, people. Glad I rolled have my gala into ZBCN a few weeks ago. Yep. I'm not like gala. I thought it had potential, but there's so much that happened there. No one takes that Joker seriously. Clown nose. Oh, takes that Joker. I'm not sure who I was talking about there. What's up, Dr. Anu? XOR on Coinbase is expensive now. It dropped 2 zeros. Did anyone check their wallet? It's getting crazy right now. You can't sell or swap it though. Wow. XOR has no liquidity. That's why I always look at the market cap. Yeah, I'm very aware it has no liquidity in the XOR on Sora. But when I look at things like they have a Sora card, they tried something with the central bank. It's the Central Bank of Solomon Islands, so it's like, you know, a very 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 small country. Um, there's a lot of little pieces there with Sora where it's like maybe something you can just lotto ticket because of course, like with Stronghold, right? There was no liquidity in Stronghold for all a long time, but all the things were still there. Sean Bennett helping with XRP and XLM. Um, them being partnered up with IBM, all the Bancorp connections. So liquidity, in my opinion, is not necessarily. It's like, so what about liquidity? If it's a good project to me, it will be found that it's a good project. Um, the liquidity and the volume will come once people discover it. So, but again, it they destroyed so much liquidity in XOR. It's like, oh, and there are hyperledger connections to Sora too. Um, that it's just, to me, it could just be a little lotto ticket. Unlike Zebec, there seems to be, you know, real stuff behind it. You know, it solves a problem with payroll. You know, I'd rather use something like that. If Zebec price action stumped XRP is definitely mixed melt faces, fam. I reload XCN after the incoming correction. Sora founder has a company that's deeply tied to Japan's government and IBM. Ooh. And don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, if you haven't already. We're trying to get monetized on X. You know, and we are already monetized on YouTube. So definitely like and subscribe if you haven't already. If ISO is launched by 11/22, couldn't that prolong the cycle into the first quarter of 2016 with adoption and FOMO from retail investors? The volume is fine on my device. Okay, gotcha. Not everyone's though. That's a weird glitch. Man, tell me. Okay, gotcha. So Okay, I mean, I think I turned up the volume. I'm not sure what else to do, guys. Um, yeah, everyone says they can hear fine. Okay, guess there's just a few people. So let me continue. What's a good AI coin to be monitoring? Zebec. Zebec has an AI piece. We went over that before. AI. Zebec is a good AI coin. So is Hedera. Everybody's gonna use AI. So like if you're talking about specific AI like BitTensor or something like that, I mean, I for me, I'm not too worried about that. I'd rather just go with some coin that might make use of AI to make itself better. Brother Rude, do you know how to store Zebec from Uphold on a treasure? It's not listed as a coin on treasure. I do not know if you could store it on treasure. I know they have Solana on there, but I'm not sure if you can store it on treasure. Um, I wouldn't try it. I do own a treasure. I do have I just have different things on my treasure. It's not, you know, I don't have Zebec on there. Yeah, so I'm not sure how you would deal with that. If you really want to, I'd say just get a decent wallet to store your Zebec. 1K goes up and down matter of seconds. Millionaires will be made overnight, and that's a fact. What's up, David Barron? What's up, son? It's hot Rob. You in the chat. ZBCN to $3. What's up, Jose Rojas? Um, TK Treasure doesn't support Zebec at the moment. That'll change in the future. Maybe, I don't know. SGN, what's up? What's the benefits of Decent over Tangent? I don't know if there's a benefit or not. I know that Zebec has their own little cards that you can use. I have them. Not Zebec. I'm sorry. Um, Decent. They have their own little cards, just like Tangent. I have them. I just never tried to use it because I'm not. I'm not. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to sell any of my crypto. But I do have one of their like backup all-in-one cards. I just never tried to use it. It's like right here next to me. Um, I rather just put it in my cold storage wallet and just that's it. But I think Decent has that type of tangible ability if you want to have it. Dang, price recovered fast after that huge dip. See, and that's the thing that we see is it just keeps recovering, man. Uh Frozen 06. Ruel Black is the crypto version of Malcolm Nance. Very knowledgeable. I'm not sure who Malcolm Nance is, but I'll take your word for it, bro. Um, any thoughts on BitTorrent? I actually think BitTorrent is a sleeper out there. I keep saying to myself that I'm gonna buy some of it because it's a American cryptocurrency. I know even though Justin Sun and Tron bought it, um, I want to buy some of it. Amazing, bro. Zebec is popping. Vida de Gambrero over here. Any of y'all taking profits yet? Nope, I'm not. Hey fam, do you think we can group token can get to $1? Apparently, one of the Rothschild family is on the company board and has a total supply. Yeah, I looked at Weekend, and I wasn't impressed with Wise Key and Seal. Those are two of his biggest partners, Wise Key and Seal. I'll have to take a look and see about the whole Rothschild thing. Jose Rojas, XRP to 1K. staking. Let's see here. Steve, what's up? Think about all the headwinds XRP had with SEC all these years. That's a good point. But Zebec, what is it? XRP went to the $3 mark before the SEC said, "Oh man, we got to stop this." So the SEC came in, and they're the ones who busted it from all the way up to like I think it was like $3.87 or $3.64. It went all the way down to like 10 cents, 8 cents. Crazy, bro. Maximus, what's up, Max? Hi, Rue Crew. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Carl MJ16. Yeah, I can't stand them Moon Boys. Keep saying XRP to $100. I see that often. I'm glad Rue ain't like that. Yeah, XRP should and can reach $10. What's up, Rich? Dreams Beats. And I definitely think XRP can reach $10, but I was just saying like certain ones will come on and they'll talk about like a gaming token, right? And they'll say the gaming token is gonna 100x, it's gonna 100x, it's gonna 100x. And really the gaming token only 10x's, and they get their money out at the 10x, but their viewers still think, oh, it's about the 100x, it's about the 100x, and it's not about the 100x. It's not. But they come on marketing and pushing that to people, right? And the people that got in early, like maybe the people from their Patreon and things like that, they got the 10x and they're fine. But all the newbies, first finding out, they're really thinking, oh, it's gonna go to 100x. It's gonna go to 100x. And I'd rather be conservative than to say something like that might not be a possibility to me, because I value the people that watch me. Okay. And I can imagine myself being like, the newbie, you know what I'm saying? Being the newbie and I'm listening to a channel for the first time. And you know what I mean? Bro, I believe in karma. And I'm not trying to have like some terrible karma. But yeah, so for me, 5 to 10 cents is where I'm thinking it can be. And anything other than that is gravy to me. That's me personally. And we just did the whole market cap game in which we showed you. That's basically a 12x from here. Okay, could we go beyond that? We could. We could, but if you think of that as a good marker, 5 to 10 cents, like especially if we bust a zero sometime in the next week, right, where it goes to like a cent within the next week, and none of those catalysts like the airdrop or Ripple buying circle, and nothing has been officially announced yet, then I'm gonna definitely say, okay, well, I'm up in my price target to 15 cents. If we drop a zero within the next week and we go to a cent. But for right now, I think we're really in a nice spot to get the 5 to 10 cent area. Okay. But yeah, if we drop a zero in in the next week and we're at a cent, right? Then I'll up my price target. But that should be the way that most people think about it, right? Let's start conservative and then work our way. Okay, all right, now maybe 15 cents is possible. Okay, maybe now 25 cents is possible. But let's start like that instead of being like, oh, 100x this, 100x that. Oh God, I hate that so much, bro. I made $100 in no time soon. What's up, Crypto Home 777? Look at all these. What's up, May Popper? Mo Popper? how do you get a Zebec card? You go and you get it from their site. I haven't actually tried to get the Zebec card yet. Like I haven't really tried to get their Zebec card. Um, I believe you go on the site and you apply for the Zebec card, and I think you can do that through like your kind of your decentralized wallet. I know some people in the community have one, like Terrell 0504. Rue is talking to his investments like gardeners talk to their plants to make them grow. I do, bro. I do. I do. Like, oh, Zebec, you're doing so well, buddy. Here's some water. Oh, you're doing so good. You're doing so good. You're growing so right. You're growing so right. You're getting so big now. I'm gonna have to repot you, Zebec. You're gonna have to be repotted into the 15 cent price target pot if you keep going the way you're going. Zebec. What's up, Marcus Santilli or Santil? I appreciate you, bro. I'm up 213% on Zebec. Let's go, brother. Spread the word. Spread the word. Let's go. Thank you, brother. I'm glad. I'm glad. Bay Area juice and intermediate fasting. Let's go. Much love and respect from the Bay Area, California. Let's go. Anyone else got a tangent wallet? Hazel Eyes Green Gray. Man, I love Zebec. Let's go, Hazel Eyes Green Gray. Don't you love it too much that you hold too long and get dumped on? Made that mistake. Yep. Yeah, of course. Of course. We don't want to do that. BSL just went from point 0008 to 1. Thanks, Jay Petty. ZBCN and XPR Team Purple. That goes back to our symbolism episode that we did. Kenny Crusher, that's why I like real being honest and not moonboy every coin. It's hard to find real crypto creators that's not just trying to pump their own bag. 100%, man. I just really believe in karma, and I'm not trying to get that type of karma, man. Hammer time, Jose De La Torre. Let's go, ZBCN. Yeah. Yes, it's definitely hammer time, and it's too legit to quit out here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh man. It's like trying to find an honest mechanic. 100%. Gotta weed through the bull. How do I buy BSL? You buy BSL, you can buy it on the Hashpack wallet. And Saucer Swap, apparently. I keep trying to buy, said no liquidity. That's crazy. ZBCN up over 300% on a month and climbing. Insane in the membrane. D Auto says he's up 13K. Let's go. Jake Gale, mental health Aki D Auto. Not sure what that is. What's up, Mateo Milimo? Loan and metal. Yep, 100%. XPR going to do well this bull run. Metal over BSL. Mateo Milmo with the hot take here. Metal over BSL. Let's go. Kitty Crusher. Yes. XPR. Let's go. Bag of Valley in the house. What's up, Bag of Valley? Or Bega Valley. Envy. Matty Ghost. Do recon there. There'll be a correction. Rue, when is the last time we had this much support for a utility product that is already being used in the last 24 months? That's not a meme. That's a good point, E. That's a good point, bro. Let's start that one right there from E. Yeah, bro. I can't remember a time, bro. Since we talking about artists out here. Michael Jackson makes an appearance with it. Do you remember a time? I can't remember a time, bro. I really can't. Um, Jeez, man. Caspa might have been the last time that something like that went bananas. And Caspa, to be honest with you, Caspa doesn't even have their network up really, right? They don't have the smart contracts and all of that yet. Caspa just went bananas. A lot of people were talking about it, including Dr. Martin, and they have it on Uphold. Caspa is the last one that did that. And it went from 0.02, like actually it doesn't show it on here, but in 22s it was in triple zeros. It went from triple zeros to like 20 cents. But again, the supply was different with this, but even so, I showed this example a couple of days ago. It went up to like a 7 billion market cap, okay? Or 6 billion, something close to that. So look, 20 cents here. If we go look at it now, excuse me. So it's a little under, it's 2.8 million or billion, excuse me, 2.8 billion. So if you triple that, basically it went to like 6 billion market cap. So this is the one, the last time we saw a coin go bananas. But again, it doesn't even fit me E's criteria because it wasn't even really being used because it wasn't ready yet. It's not ready yet. How long we holding? Hey, we holding. For me, I'm looking to hold at least until ISO goes live in November 2022. Like at least till there. And then we're gonna evaluate. What's up, my sister in the house? Hey, Ruku, hit that like button. Let's go and like and subscribe. Definitely. I still gotta look into bad idea AI. I was looking into something different this morning. I really gotta look into that. I have it written down here. Thanks for reminding me about that, TK. I swap H bar for BSL on the hashtag. Yep. Thank you, Linda Ellis. Appreciate it. So yeah, guys, on Hashpack you can do this just no problem. Pharmacopoeia, just like ships do when they sail the seas, they're on uncharted waters. Yeah, we're definitely on the uncharted waters right now. X follow incoming, appreciate it, bro. Thank you, Kidney Crusher. Yep, fam, hit those likes. Let's go. William Bixby, whoever said pump and dump hasn't done the research on utility. 100%. 100%. Like you really have to do the research on the utility. You have to really do the research on the investors. Like, come on. Like, Zebec, network. Coinbase Ventures, Circle, Shima Capital, Solana, Lightspeed Ventures, Golden Tree, Republic, Briar Capital, Gemini Exchange. Like, really haven't done the research if you think this is a pump and dump to see these many solid, absolutely solid Solana Ventures, solid investors. Like, come on, that was pretty funny. Sorry about that. What's up, Esco? Coinbase is investor in Zebec. Why no listing? Because A lot of times when things get listed on Coinbase, they dump actually. So Coinbase can be an investor in a lot of things and not list them. In fact, there are some coins that Coinbase is an investor in, and they don't list them. Like if we can go over here and look back to Zebec, I guarantee you I can find some Coinbase coins that are on its investor portfolio, but they don't necessarily list them. Let's see. Wormhole. I don't think they list Wormhole. Starknet. I'm not sure if they list that either. Or WorldCoin. Zebec, of course, we know they don't list that. A Star. I don't think they list that either. Gods Unchained. I don't know if they list that. Do they list Parcel? I don't think they list Parcel either. So there's more than a few coins that they have, but they don't list. Okay, let's see. Coinbase is what's up, Al Dixon? Uphold. Yeah, you have to chase XCN now. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I unplugged it when people were talking about the sound, and I plugged it back in, and I did not realize it was muted. Uh, they should really put the mute like I designed graphical user interfaces. They should not have the mute down here. They should actually have it so it's more in your face, so you know if you're muted or not. Because if it's down here, if you're just looking at the screen and comments, you're not gonna see it. But anyway. Yeah, RSR, yeah. They own part of that too, and it wasn't listed on there. Just recently listed it. Coinbase likes to see how well a crypto can swim on its own because Coinbase, yeah, yep. That Terra Luna, yeah, that was one that it owned too. Sui is not on Coinbase either. That sucks. Yeah, so yeah, we just saw there's a couple on there. Casper is not also on Coinbase, and that sucks. Yeah, so it's a couple. It's a couple on there that they just Wow, Dustin, I'm up 84K in profits. Yeah, buddy. Loving Zebec. I might have to get that ship tattooed on me. That's cool, brother. That's cool. That's cool. Do I think Dragon Chain can go back? Yeah, I actually do think Chain can go back to $5. I got this fig from Ninja. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Uh, let's see here. Um, yeah, I've been researching it for a long time here, Joe Buddy. Zebec just took the dollar wise spot in my portfolio past an XRP. What's up, Cowboy Way Athlete Program? Okay. Brian Frisbee uses Ellie Powell and Caleb and Brown's Fireblocks to store. Okay, Mog. I know Mog's like a meme coin. I know I have a little bit of Mog, but it's like a lotto ticket for me. It's like literally like a lotto ticket. Um I just have the very little. It's a bit. It's like seriously, it's very small, like $40-$50 or something like that. It's just like a little lotto ticket. Like I don't care if I lose my $50 or whatever, because it's just a meme coin. Uh, okay. Is Zebec the next XRP? People keep saying this, and it's hard for me to answer this question because Zebec and XRP share investors. So I don't think that they're meant to be like competitors. They're not competitors, right? Zebec's focus is payroll. XRP's focus is going to be more like cross-border remittance payments and like custodying a countries like CBDC. It's not. They're not going to be competitors. They're going to kind of work in tandem. So if some country or somebody's using cross-border remittance payments and they're using XRP to transmit money back and forth, right? They can now put store it on their Zebec card and spend it with their Zebec card. So they're not to try to boil it down to this 5-word TikTok of Zebec the next XRP type of thing. I think that's I think that's a flawed thing. But if you want to look at it like, well, I missed quote unquote missed XRP. I think Zebec is the best value for my dollar. Like, so if you look at it that way, okay, sure, but they serve two different purposes. And if you check out my show that I did on the last call, the last Zebec call with Uphold, the CEO or the COO Simon, he even goes into that basically, yeah, we're we respect Google, but we're two separate companies. Like that's not like there's two separate focuses. Let me see if I can bring that up. Or yeah, definitely just go check on that because the CEO or the COO he went into that. Simon, he went into that. But if it's all up to you guys. If you want to move your XRP money to Zebec, the feeling that you're gonna get the best bang for your buck from Zebec instead of XRP, that's up to you. I own both projects, and I think they're both gonna do great. What about Ox? It's purple and has some prophetic words. Is it to be a big player this for what's coming? Um, I have to look at them. It's been a while since I've seen these guys and looked into what they were doing, or if it's the company I'm thinking of. Orchid. I looked into them. Some of the same investors though. Andreessen Horowitz, Polychain Capital, Shima Capital, right? Some of the same guys. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Moving the mic closer so we can maintain the volume and stuff. Yeah, Orchid. Wait, let's go back. Sorry. They're all right. They're all right if they're from what I remember. Yeah, they're like a browser type deal. Yeah, they're all right. Um, I had to do some more research into them. I looked into them at a time when I was reviewing cryptos that did stuff like this, like a VPN and like have a browser and stuff like that. There's another one that does stuff like this, like pre-search and stuff like that. So yeah, they're all right. But as far as like, I like Zebec way more as far as like an investment. Do we know when the super app will be released? No, we do not. But I think they're kind of working on it, um, sort of in an agile fashion. In that, if you listen to the CEO's different calls on the X, it's like they're doing it in an agile way. In that, um, as they do these payrolls and as they do use the Zebec cards, they're figuring out more and more how people will use the super app. So we shall see when it gets released. But I think already they're kind of beta testing with people right now. Like, okay, how can we best meet your needs with the super app? Yeah, it's tough being in New York. It's up to you on eGold. I really don't do. I haven't done much research into eGold to tell you one way or the other. What's up, Stephen Garrett? Paul Andrew, I'm late. Rue, I just got on stream, just got off right. Can you repeat everything you said from the start? No, actually, I got to kind of get out of here, guys. This was like a long, long stream, and I got some water, but still, my voice is pretty tired. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but I had a stroke a while ago, a couple years back. So, talking in long terms like really kind of tires me out, y'all. Um, but yeah, we'll probably be back on here either today or for the holiday, or I'm sorry, not today, but tomorrow or for the holiday. Thank you guys so much, guys. And sorry we had 5 minutes of missing sound. I was really trying to get that complete and ready for you guys, and I effed that up. But thank you guys so much for coming through. Um, let's keep going, Zebec, and I'm out. If you can put into the chat or into the comments, uh, uh, what are we gonna put? Last time we put in freak offs. That was hilarious. Um, let's put in Hammer for MC Hammer, and I'll know you made it to the end, bro. Put Hammer in, and I'll know you guys made it to the end. Thanks, Paul Andrew. I appreciate that, brother. Um, and I'm out, guys. Peace.